I moved too fast. Okay, don't do that.
Hey, it's working.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey guys, my name's Melanya. I just started this Substack, well, podcast, well, something else. Just started this social media endeavor to um, to help people connect with their bodies, understand nutrition, and really just transform the way they interact with food. Because food is essentially healing, but it's become such a oh, I'm just terrible. Am I not? Okay. But it's become a almost constant source of guilt and anxiety and stress for people when it really doesn't need to be. So we've myself and my colleague friend Ashanti, hi
Hi.
Ashanti, have decided to start this podcast so we can help people pick through all of the mess that is out there regarding nutrition and to cut through the noise to understand what really serves them, help you
Yeah.
figure out what aligns with your own goals and priorities, and start to create the lifestyle and the health that you want for yourself. So we'll be starting this podcast here shortly. This is just our little teaser for it to let you know it's coming. And oh, let's talk about ourselves a little bit so you know why you should even listen to us. I didn't even think to start with that, besides my name. We're both registered dietitians. I'll let Ashanti introduce herself in just a moment, because she can speak to that better than I can. But I'm a registered dietitian, and I'm a dietitian in both Canada and the US. I'm also a certified health education specialist, and I specialize particularly in behavior change when it comes to nutrition and health related behaviors, um, and interactive learning. So I'm a big believer that if you do it and you do it in a more realistic setting or the most realistic setting possible, including your own home and your own life, you're much more likely to repeat that behavior and stick to it. And I'm all about helping people find the path of least resistance when it comes to these types of behavior changes. Because at the end of the day, change is hard and it creates stress. So we want to find the easiest way to do that. We don't have to make it hard on ourselves. We can make it easy. That's okay too. There's more than one way to get to where we want to go. Um, and then, yeah, go ahead and talk about yourself, Ashanti.
Yeah. So I'm Ashanti, also a registered dietitian. At one point, I was also a certified health education specialist,
I
but
didn't know that.
yeah, I
Oh,
allowed
that's so cool.
certification to expire. And then I was like, man, that is a lot of credits that I need to log in.
It
And
is, yep.
I just failed to, which I probably could have after I got my master's and counted that, but
Hmm.
oh well. It's okay.
Yeah,
But
yeah. Oh, that's crazy.
yeah, no,
Oh, perfect.
my I don't I don't have a specialty of practice because I've had to work in so many spaces, right? But I do have the philosophy of there's no need for so many rules, right? So unless medically you really
Hmm.
got, a bunch of allergies or chronic conditions that are really dictating some specialized food care, um, it's okay to just focus on one thing at a time.
Yeah,
Let it,
100%.
yeah, let it snowball. Once we start in one space, we tend to start to want to do, we notice how
Hmm.
much better we feel,
Hmm.
to start to want to feel better continuously
Right.
and just adding in more things as we go along.
Yes, you can do it all, but you don't have to do it all right now.
Exactly.
You can take your time with it.
Yes, which
That's
can be
awesome.
hard, especially
Yeah,
in the American society of,
it sure is. Yeah.
go, go, go.
It
But
is. Yeah, we feel pressured to do everything right now and do it perfectly, and we've developed this all or nothing mentality. Really, I think that might be the kind of the crux of where this all comes from, right?
yes.
All or nothing. So if I can't
Yes,
do it all right this moment, it's not worth it.
exactly.
But that's not true.
No.
We all know that. We know that. And we
Yeah.
fight against it in almost all areas of life, I feel like.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, thanks for introducing. I didn't know that golden nugget that used to be
Yeah.
a Ches. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Um And for everybody else out there too, we're also both master's level dietitians with, I know, over, I don't know, maybe, I don't know how long you've been a dietitian, Ashanti. I have over a decade. You're probably like,
I'm coming up on a decade.
you're coming up
So,
on a decade. Okay, cool. We'll call it a decade even. Yeah,
yeah,
we even each other out there.
there you go.
Average decade of experience. Well, two if we want to add them together.
Mm,
2 decades collectively of
there you go.
experience in nutrition and helping real people find real solutions to
Yeah,
things. Yeah. And Ashanti is being modest. She's also a very gifted writer. Um, and you'll see some stuff coming out from her here shortly about nutrition if you're more of the reading type versus the listening type. So,
yes,
just as a heads up
nutrition.
there.
Yeah, nutrition overall, like um, wheel of health type
Oh,
stuff.
yeah. Good
Lots
stuff.
of lots of yoga
Yeah.
prompts and things for introspection and like, just really tapping back into yourself. It's easy for us to disassociate and
Sure
get
is.
caught up in what's happening
Hmm.
outside of us and especially outside of our own bodies. So just
Yeah.
trying to
We'll
lean
talk
back
about
into
that more in
it.
another episode for sure.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah. Disassociating is not the same as relaxing.
No.
Nope. But often that's what we go to because it's quick. It's
Easy.
quick coping.
Yes.
Yeah. And everybody's tired. We're all tired, especially since COVID, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even if we had a handle on things and we're at our limit since COVID, everybody's just running on fumes.
Yes. And
And
just
even
have,
if you didn't get COVID or have a vaccine, it's not about any of that. Just the collective global stress
yes.
of dealing
Yeah.
with a 2-year long pandemic
Yeah.
was,
And then
and
we
all the
just
topsy-turvy
back
stuff.
into, life and
Yeah.
never felt like we
Yeah,
could
we never stopped to
reboot.
rest.
Yeah.
Ever. Everybody just kept going because we had to, right? It was like sink or swim time.
Mhm.
And well, then that's the thing with stress, right? Is that here we are talking about stress already. I was gonna wait till a later episode, but oh well. Um, Here's the thing with stress, we have to pay it back at some point, right? We have this uncanny ability to kind of increase our immediate capacity and keep going. But I feel like my this is how I conceptualize it. We have a finite amount of stress in our lifetime that we can handle.
Yes.
And when something wild happens, we just borrow that from our future self. But then when things settle down, we kind of have to pay it back. So there's
Yeah.
this residual period of you still feel stress, your body's still responding to it, even
Yeah.
though your immediate environment might be a lot more safe and secure for you.
Right.
And
Yeah.
then, yeah, it's still something you got to deal with at the end of the day. And this the wheel of health, that holistic approach to health, nutrition's part of that. And for what it's worth, dietitians have been doing this for a while. It's just because recently got got um what am I gonna say, trendy to focus on
Yes.
holistic health, I
Yes.
think.
Yes. And I think also dietitians weren't always considered part of the wheel of health conversation because
Right,
people who have never been to a dietitian don't, or they just immediately think of us as helping others lose weight
right. Or
or
being the food
manage,
police.
right,
I'm
being the
gonna
food,
go and they're gonna tell me everything I can't eat.
right.
How fun is that?
No, like more than anything, we want to help you with your relationship to food
Right,
and you
right.
make the choices for yourself because it's
Yep.
your body.
Absolutely. We're just here to help and guide. At the
Yeah,
end of the day, it is all you.
exactly.
All you.
Yeah,
And there's no shame. Everybody has to eat multiple
exactly.
times a day. There's
Please
no
do.
reason for there to be any shame in that.
I would love for everyone to eat multiple times a day,
Yes,
please.
right? Yeah. Some people don't. Some people go all day without eating.
Yeah. And
Oh,
I get like, religious, spiritual fasting, and even to like some extent, um, just fasting for other reasons. But for the most part, like, please eat.
yeah. Food is pretty great.
Yeah.
Food is pretty great. I would eat more if I could. I love it. Like my favorite 3 times a day or more. Um,
Right, with a little
yeah.
snack.
Yeah. Snacks are great. except my
Wonderful.
favorite. Um, all right. So I think this actually ended up being kind of like our first episode, even though we didn't intend for it to be, which is
Yeah,
pretty cool.
light.
Yeah, just just let it happen. We're just gonna let it happen. Um, so you guys, if you are listening, well, I guess if you're listening, you are listening, so I shouldn't say that. Guys that are listening out there, and girls, and everybody in between,
People.
people, all the people listening to us,
I
go
know.
ahead and hit subscribe because we're going to keep doing this. We're aiming for two per month, which is pretty ambitious considering we're both very busy outside of this, but it's something we've wanted to do, and it's a good way for us to connect with you guys. So, hit subscribe, and we'll kind of build this out. We'll have lots of different topics coming about nutrition and health and wellness and philosophy surrounding that, right? Including, some self-discovery exercises perhaps. And I liked how Ashanti mentioned rules. We always have too many rules for ourselves. So we might even do a deep dive into personal food rules, where they come from, why we have them, and examine if they still serve us or not. Um, Sneak peek, they most of them don't, but
Right.
yeah,
We
most
hold
of
on
them
to
don't,
some
but we carry them
arbitrary,
around
yeah.
anyway. Yeah,
Holding on to some arbitrary like diet culture rule
yeah,
that we picked up along the way. And
yeah,
hmm
yep. What's one of your favorites?
oh, I guess, oh, n- that carbs are bad, right?
Oh, yeah, that one
Yeah.
gets
And
me.
I don't eat bread. I don't eat bread or
Oh, yeah.
toast, or don't bananas have too much sugar?
Oh, and carrots, carrots too. Carrots have too much sugar.
Yes, you know.
Yeah. Guys, it's all relative. That's something
Yes.
that's something we'll say over and over here. Nutrition
Yes.
is, at least I will. I don't know if Shanti will.
And
It's
what
all
I will say
relative.
over and over again is eat your
Yes.
freaking fiber. So,
Yeah, get your fiber, guys. That's like the best kept secret,
yes, have the
weirdly.
same energy for fiber that you have for protein.
Yeah, I love that. Have the same energy for fiber that you do for. Yes, please, please, guys. Fiber will take you a lot further,
Yes,
a lot longer. And it does, I mean, protein's good too. All the nutrients are important.
they are. They're
They
all
are for
important.
different
There's no
reasons.
need to cherry
Yeah.
pick. Eat
Yep.
them all.
Nope. Yep. You can have them all. Mm-hmm. Gosh, yeah. That was gonna say that was one of my favorites too, is the carbs are bad.
Yeah,
But
I
or
think it's
the
pretty
I
much
can't
everybody.
eat after a certain time. That's the other
Yeah,
one.
yeah. Like,
Yeah.
are you hungry? Like, are you
Yeah.
going to bed right now? Maybe choose something very light. Get a slice of
Yeah. You can have two bites
protein
of
or
something even. Like you don't have
exactly.
to commit to a whole thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
And that breakfast has to be breakfast food. That's the other one.
Oh,
Breakfast can be anything.
I'm a firm believer in eating whatever I want to for breakfast.
Yeah. What do you feel
The,
like? What's
yeah, I'm
there?
the queen of like eating leftovers for
Yep.
breakfast because a
Couple of
lot of
French fries.
yes,
Do me just fine.
yes, a lot of
hmm
like North American style breakfasts make give me a stomach ache. It's too much sugar first thing
Mm,
in the morning for
too
me.
heavy, yeah.
Hmm
I get that. I'm definitely a savory girl versus sweet. Myself, yeah. Like French fries, and I do like cold chicken nuggets.
Ah,
It's a
for
personal
breakfast.
favorite.
Okay. Yeah.
But I rarely have leftover chicken nuggets because I'll eat them all the night before. So that doesn't happen very often.
Yeah.
And some fruit. We'll throw some fruit in there so we got balance. There we
Yes.
go.
There you go.
Fruit,
Exactly.
veg, carb, protein.
Hmm
We're we're singing. It's great.
There
It's
you
great breakfast. Breakfast of champions.
go.
All right, guys. Well, this has been lovely. Hopefully,
Yes.
hopefully you've enjoyed this tiny little short episode, but we'll talk more about ourselves later. We're both like not into talking about ourselves too much, so you'll have to kind of draw it out of us. But I know you guys want to get to know us, and you will if you keep listening. So hit subscribe, and we'll see you next time,
Thank
or
you.
hear you next time,
Or you'll hear us.
or you'll hear us. Yes, that's what I meant. Thank you, Ashanti. Bye, guys.
Bye.